A spoiled city girl, stranded on a dusty farm road, a struggling farmer with grease on his hands, and a smoking luxury car between them. But what he didn't know, she was the daughter of the man trying to take his land. What happened next will shock you. This isn't just a breakdown. It's the beginning of a story that could change both their lives forever. It was just another scorching afternoon on the dusty backroads of the countryside. James, a rugged, overworked farmer, was loading hay onto his tractor when he noticed something strange. A black luxury car by the edge of his field, hood up, engine smoking, and beside it stood a woman who looked like she stepped off a fashion runway. She wore a gold dress that shimmered under the sun, high heels sinking into the soft dirt, and a phone in her perfectly manicured hand. "Ugh, this place doesn't even have signal," she muttered. James shook his head. City folks lost in the middle of nowhere again. But something about the situation felt off. So he put down his tools and walked over. "Need some help, ma'am?" he asked. She turned, looking frustrated. "If you can fix this piece of junk, I'll be forever grateful." James popped the hood. Steam hissed out like an angry snake. He frowned. "You overheated the engine. It'll need time to cool." The woman looked at him, puzzled. "Cool? Can't you just fix it?" James gave a soft laugh. "Lady, this ain't a phone app. Engines take time, especially when they're this fried." She crossed her arms. "My dad usually takes care of this stuff. I've never even filled gas myself." James raised an eyebrow. "Your dad? Must be someone important." She hesitated. "You could say that. But never mind. He's not around right now." As James worked on the engine, the woman paced around in frustration, heels clicking against rocks. But James didn't complain. Instead, he shared his water bottle and even gave her his flannel shirt to shield her from the sun. She expected sarcasm. Instead, she got kindness. While waiting for the engine to cool, James invited her to sit under the shade of his old tractor. Surprisingly, she agreed. It was the first time she sat on dirt in years. "So what brings you out here?" he asked. She looked embarrassed. "I was driving to get away from the city. Needed space. My life feels fake. All filters, followers, and fake smiles. I wanted to breathe." James nodded. "Out here, what you see is what you get. Dirt, sweat, and a good day's work." The woman, her name was Chloe, smiled for the first time. "You're lucky. You actually build something. I just post selfies and deal with drama." For the next hour, they talked like old friends. Chloe asked about the crops. James told her about the drought, the debt, and how he was fighting to save the family farm. Yet, he never complained, only pushed forward with quiet strength. Once the engine cooled down, James carefully restarted the car. The engine coughed, sputtered, and finally roared back to life. Chloe clapped in relief. "You did it. You're a miracle worker." James chuckled. "Nah, just a farmer with a toolbox and some luck." She looked at him, suddenly serious. "You know, my dad could help you with the farm." James blinked. "Why would he do that?" Chloe hesitated. Then she said it. "Because he owns the largest agricultural company in the state, Ever Harvest Incorporated. I'm his daughter." James stepped back. "Wait, you're Chloe Everett?" She nodded. "Yeah, the spoiled heiress everyone thinks only cares about shopping and selfies." He was stunned. The woman he thought was lost was actually the daughter of the man whose company had bought out hundreds of small farms, just like his. James took a breath, unsure what to say. Chloe stood there, nervous. "Look, I didn't plan any of this. I just wanted to escape for a while. But meeting you, hearing your story, it changed something in me." James replied quietly, "Your dad's company nearly wiped out my neighbors. I fought hard to keep my land." Chloe nodded. "Then let me fix that. I'll talk to him. If anyone can change how he runs things, it's me. And maybe I finally know what I want to stand for." Weeks later, a letter arrived at James's farm. A grant for struggling farmers, funded by Ever Harvest, with James's name at the top. Chloe had kept her word. And not just that. She came back. This time in boots, not heels. She helped in the fields, asked real questions, and even brought solutions to market the farm's produce online. From two completely different worlds, a farmer and a city girl found common ground. Not just in soil, but in purpose.